This is Barry's Alma speaking for Claim School Incorporated's video blogs Alma on Insurance. Today we're going to explain why if there is no fortuity, there can never be coverage under a third-party liability policy, and why sexual abuse of a child is by definition an intentional act and therefore not subject to third-party liability policy coverages. Gustavo Beltran, Alma Beltran, and child A.B. appealed the district court's pretrial adjudication of their counterclaims against Farmers Insurance Exchange. In A.B., Gustavo Beltran and Alma Beltran versus Agave Health et al., Farmers Insurance Exchange, and others, the Court of Appeal of New Mexico on August 4, 2023, resolved the dispute between the parties by considering whether the acts alleged by the Beltrans were fortuitous. The appellants, the Beltrans, sued Manuel and Delfina Preciado, alleging that Manuel sexually abused A.B. and that Delfina negligently failed to supervise A.B. while he was in the Preciados foster care service. The Preciados stipulated to an entry of money judgments and Farmers, which insured the Preciados with a homeowner's insurance policy, filed a complaint and intervention for declaratory judgment, seeking a determination of no indemnity coverage under the policy for the claims against the Preciados. The district court granted the summary judgment motion, finding that the insurance policy did not cover the claims based on Manuel's intentional conduct, and the Beltrans appealed. The district court had granted Farmers' motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim pursuant to the finding that the appellants lacked standing to bring their countercomplaint against Farmers, and that the acts complained of were intentional and they would have no coverage even if they had standing. The Court of Appeal concluded that Farmers had a right to refuse the insurance claim without exposure to a bad faith claim, because it successfully challenged the coverage of the appellant's claim in its motion for summary judgment. In the order granting summary judgment, the district court found that the policy at issue was an occurrence policy, which applies for coverage purposes only to accident and non-intentional behavior. The insurance policy had an unambiguous exclusion to the insurance policy that stated, quote, "It does not cover bodily injury, property damage, or personal injury arising from, during the course of, or in connection with the actual, alleged, or threatened molestation, abuse, or corporal punishment of any person by anyone, including any insured," close quote. Any injuries or damages arising from Delfina's negligent supervision stem from the uninsured risk of sexual misconduct by Manuel, and thus there was no duty to defend a claim for negligent supervision or a claim for the sexual abuse of A.B. The district court properly found that the policy's unambiguous exclusion precluded coverage for claims against the Preciados, including for the acts of Manuel and the negligent supervision against Delfina. Thus, Farmers had the right to refuse to settle the claim without exposure to a bad faith claim or even a breach of contract claim, because the loss was not fortuitous. In my opinion, liability insurance is, by definition, a contract of indemnity for unintentional and fortuitous acts. Allowing coverage for intentional conduct like the sexual abuse of a child would encourage people to commit such evil conduct because there would be no financial effect on the abuser. Therefore, the Court of Appeal was totally correct in its decision. This video was adapted from my blog's Alma on Insurance, which is available free to anyone who clicks on the URL zalma.com/blog. You can subscribe to the blog and will receive at least 5, sometimes 6 blog postings a week. And you can also subscribe for free to the videos on rumble.com or on youtube.com. And if you do, please tell your friends and colleagues so that they can also subscribe to the blog or the videos. And if you wish additional information about insurance, insurance claims, and insurance coverage, please consider subscribing my Substack publications or my locals community. Thank you for your attention.